Your boy is tripping. It's the greatest of all time. I thought it was a Hall of Fame, but it's one above it. It's the greatest of all time. You know, shit, we gonna have to. Shit, fuck it. Well, nigga, we gonna fuck up. So I'm gonna have to change the name of this video, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But we better get done by the player next with them. You know, we coming to you live and direct. Just run it. Shit, alright, crazy all time. I thought it was a Hall of Fame. Shit, fuck it. Alright, let's see. This boy feel like rolling with. We go Cavs. I gotta feel like somebody gonna bring out the Cavs, something like that. Just use the E in our last video. Think next hit. Who's your boy feeling? I'm feeling. This boy don't know. You know what? Let's go San Antonio. Let's go San Antonio. Let's go San Antonio. See. San Antonio. Damn, bro. Feel bad for you, sir. Well, live and you learn. See, when I pick lower tier teams like that, people pull out the Warriors like that. So I want to pull out the teams. You know, I think next video we're gonna fuck with my boy Dame Dollar. You feel me? One of the most underrated point guards of the game. So I think we're about to fuck with the next episode. Got an advantage on that nigga. 100%. Last of Dying Breed. Okay, guy. Cool. Cool spelling, bro. Okay. Commits field reach 10 fouls. Okay, offense CC. Pretty solid overall. Majority of his points coming from 3-point and driving. Okay. For sure. Ain't gonna matter though.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the San Antonio Spurs come in for this one. The NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us this Sunday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. And it's been home cooking for the Hornets in the midst of a homestand here in Charlotte. Winning their last 3 games. They'd like to make that 4 in a row here tonight.
And nothing better than when you can fit the system and the talent. I mean, win after win. I tell you, what this is telling me is the team is playing with tremendous confidence.
Unstoppable right now, Greg. I mean, I don't know how long the streak's going to continue, but the important thing is that they're stacking up wins, and they seem to be getting better and better, which is scary for the rest of the league.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Duncan in the 5 spot. Williams dishes to Batum. Back to Williams. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Jacks up a 3. Green, no luck. On defense, the Spurs. It's a 3-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And they tailored a fantastic, I thought, offensive game plan. And that when, I mean, they knew exactly how to exploit the holes in that defense.
And exploit them they did. I mean, they exposed them tremendously. They kept so much pressure on the defenders over the course of that game that the defense really never had an answer.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
Here's Aldridge. Lets it go with a three. Got a piece of it. And now in transition is Parker. Here we go. And here's Green outside. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. On the wing, Batum. Over in the corner, Lee. Wants to get it to Zeller and does. And
yeah, make them adjustments.
fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well versed he is as a coach.
The free throw drops for Batum. And Clifford in his 3rd year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt. And he's a Van Gundy disciple. Clark was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, Magic, and Knicks. There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Jefferson kicks to Batum. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Parker passes to Aldridge. Out to Parker. Pulls up. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Aldridge has got 3 assists in the game. Charlotte in the lead. The pass to Lee. To the middle. Here's Jefferson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Williams. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Courtney Lee. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker. Shot clock at 5. Lamb. Great D that time from Green. He feeds it to Mills. That's tipped. But he gets it back. And the foul on Al Jefferson. That is his first foul of the game. 43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Diaw gets it to go. The assist by Mills. And that ties it up.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
And Diaw drops them both. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Lynn dishes to Kaminsky. Outside Jefferson. Outside Lynn. And Lamb kicks to Lynn. Charlotte no good that time either. Feeds it to Green. Got it off in time. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Spurs out in front. They're well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Spurs?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
On the court right now for the Spurs. Mills out there with Tony Parker. Then there's Anderson. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Leonard in the 3 spot. Lynn kicks to Zeller. Passes it to Hansbrough. Back to Zeller. Charlotte moving the ball around. Dishes it to Hansbrough. There's a screen by Hansbrough. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And now the 2K leaderboard. If you want to talk defense and talk block shots, just have a look at these teams, what they've done the last month. In the 3rd spot, the Spurs.
You know, shot blocking can sometimes be like a spark plug or an energy injection for the defense. Their home crowd really gets into it when they throw those shots out of there.
Duncan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Butler comes in for Patty Mills. Lynn's shot is off.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Batum for 3. Kept alive. Hansbrough.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Williams, he's checked in for Hansbrough. Lee comes in for Jeremy Lin. And it's Kemba Walker in for Jeremy Lin. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Leonard, the pass to Parker. The feed now to Duncan. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Duncan's got the lead up to 4 now for San Antonio. Charlotte has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. A shot by Batum, no good. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
Back to Williams. 16 feet away. Good.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Pass to Butler. Duncan outside. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Poked away and stolen by Zeller. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Rebound San Antonio. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, the reserves, the guys coming off the bench, Greg, made their presence felt. Of
Brady
course,
done working
with their big lead,
now.
they were able to give the bench a lot of run.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Jefferson's checked in for Charlotte. Lamb comes in for Nicholas Batum. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. David West, he's checked in for Duncan. Diaw comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Green, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Lets it fly. Diaw can't hit. Hornets trail by 3. That ties it up. Lee's got 6 points.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense has better play a little tighter. I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
It's stolen by Jefferson. Outside Williams. Back to Lee. Screen by Jefferson. Jefferson setting the pick for Lee. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
You know, the dude will get heated, things will escalate, lead to ejections. But I wish that would be.
23 seconds left in the first half. And Jefferson throws it down hard.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
And good on the basket. Book it. Green's got his first 2 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Williams. No good on the buzzer beater. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Hornets lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte.
Leads to stop playing, man. Oh, they're actually winning. Oh, man. Okay. That's the problem I have. I don't be, paying attention to the score.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
Kemba Walker is up there with Lee. Then there's Batum. Then it's Marvin Williams. And it's Zeller in the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. Batum with the steal. And here comes the break. Here's Lee. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum. Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Kaminsky is checked in for Charlotte. Spurs trail by 3. Outside Leonard. The shot is off. And Charlotte will come the other way. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. No good from Lee.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
And the Hornets making a change here. Ben's checked in. Parker dishes to Duncan. Shot clock at 6. The 3. And Parker gets it to go. The assist from Duncan. Parker's got it all tied up now for San Antonio. So the wing on the left. And Walker kicks to Kaminsky for the 3. Good D by Parker. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Outside, Green. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Well, the numbers since the All-Star break, and here's how San Antonio ranks league-wide. First in field goal percentage. Third in blocks. And they're ranked third in outside shooting. 3-point percentage, that is.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
The Spurs making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Charlotte calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Jeremy Lamb's checked in for the Hornets. Parker with him. He's picked up by Walker. Green, no luck.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Here's Kaminsky. Drops in the tray. Kaminsky's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, it's such a sweet 3-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter. I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
It's Parker with the drive. Zeller grabs the board. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And he gets it to go. 9 points now in the game for Walker.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Here's Kaminsky. San Antonio with the rebound. And here's Green outside. That's good. Green's got 5 points so far.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Charlotte calls timeout. And some changes here for the Hornets. Al Jefferson, he's checked in for Zeller. Williams comes in for Kaminsky. And Lee's subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. Mills, he's checked in for San Antonio. Miller comes in for Tony Parker. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. And he gets it to go. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Walker with it, and it's Miller picking him up. The dish to Jefferson. And stolen by Aldridge. And Andre Miller with the bucket on the assist by Aldridge. Now it's a 7-point Spurs lead.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
Jefferson passing to Walker. Charlotte again missing. Shot and game clock separated by 5. On the wing, Miller. It's tipped. Stolen by Walker. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Now that's a great move to get to the hoop. Awesome finger roll finish.
Mills dishes to Miller. High arcing shot.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clear.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
The Spurs shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
From deep, Williams. The shot is off. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Spurs out in front. They've and thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Hornets trail by 6. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. We've got Green. Boris Diaw is out there with Rasul Butler. Then it's Mills. And it's West in at the 5. Here's Lee. It's stolen by West. And Zeller kicks to Williams. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And the basket by West.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Miller's checked in for San Antonio. That's a 2 from Lee. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Batum for 3. Here's Zeller. West with some nice D.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all no question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good for Miller. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. To the paint. Here's Batum. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots.
We're in a close one here.
And so it's Charlotte with it. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. Lee passes to Walker. Here's Zeller. Outside for Batum. Lee against Miller. For three. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Lee.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game. They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Kaminsky is checked in for Cody Zeller.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back. Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Hornets trail by 4. Lee kicks to Kaminsky. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Diaz.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Duncan, he's checked in for West. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Rasul Butler. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Andre Miller. Batum dishes to Williams. Sinks the triple. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Leonard with the ball. And Batum picks him up defensively. Leonard kicks to Parker. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And that's now 9 points for Parker.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
And the Hornets call time here. They're down by 3. We've got 1:55 left in the 4th quarter. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Clifford was saying to his team. He urged his players to keep fighting, saying, we're right there, but the margin of error has shrunk. We've got to play aggressive and smart. Guys?
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
And the second chance points aren't easy to come back. It's all about effort and hard work, and he has today made it look easy.
The kick out to Williams. Lets it go from the wing. The rebound by the Spurs. Duncan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. That's good. Green's got the lead up to 7 now for the Spurs.
Way to work it up quick. That's a nice break.
And Walker kicks to Williams. Charlotte moving it around. Batum attacking. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
Parker again. It's Walker. Pocket 4. Here's Aldridge. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Clark, a critical possession right here.
Boy, Kevin, you can just feel the crowd on pins and needles right now.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Walker with it. Now Green defending. Batum for 3. Second shot opportunity. Kaminsky. Connects. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
From deep, Green can't connect. And so it's San Antonio who scrape by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battle.
Man, okay, got 3 wins already. I'm really run for my money. That's all these, what's wrong, one more? I'm feeling dang dollars, though. Feeling dang dollars. Dropping dimes. Dropping dimes, go right back into it. Waste no time, because I don't get tired. This video probably gonna be an hour fucking long. It's all good. What the fuck is this on this nigga Ronnie Price? Why does he have a basketball? It's like, no, they don't give a fuck about you, my nigga. Alright. We finna drop some dimes. Wait, no. Oh, wait. Dang. Okay, I didn't see Dang for a second. I got scared. Alright, Dang's there. Wait, no, I want to choose my fucking sons. Suck right now, yo. Why don't you have a Warrior, Cavs, feel what I'm saying? It don't matter. We gonna give them a run for their money. Cause I am Joshizabeast. Who they got? You gotta drop some. Oh, they got OKC, to be honest. That's what the soul overrated. See, why I tell you, Cavs? Don't matter though. Better fuck this dude up. Like, I don't wanna say this. Let's see. Who should we have guard LeBron? Nah, fuck it all, nigga. We gonna go in like a G, my nigga. Carmo, Manley, Plumlee. Trying to see, don't want to change some. Might give Chris Kaman some touches. I'm gonna start Miles Leonard. You wearing those jerseys? Whatever City wants that. I'm ready. Just run it. Let's fucking run it, man. Play now online. Shit, man. All this shit don't matter, my nigga. All that matters. All this what matter is what happens on that court. You know what I'm saying? I had the dance for that nigga had the fucking Hornets. It gave me a run for my money. So, it's all about, what you do on the court, fam. If you know how to play or not. This nigga is ugly as fuck. Damn, so ugly nigga. But, okay, know how to play all, know how to play D. I don't know what mine is. You know what I'm saying? Comment if you know how to check that. I don't know what my shit. All this shit is for me. This nigga likes to drive a lot. Okay. I respect the hustle. Let's go. Gonna be heavy doses of LeBron.
Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. The Cavaliers again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland. And so, with that loss, that gives each team one win apiece in this series. Both teams want this one badly.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a course with about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Well, that's got to wear on you.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Myers Leonard. And it's Plumlee in the pivot spot, manning the middle. Lillard misses. Trailblazers on D. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Get plagued by foul trouble throughout in that game. I think it just forced them into some rotations that they weren't comfortable with.
Yeah, and the frustrating part, guys, is that's something that can be avoided. You can correct that, but you've got to move your feet and keep your hands to yourself. You've got to show some discipline.
Here's Irving. Myers Leonard picking up that last basket. James kicks to Irving. Just 5 to shoot. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Irving against Lillard. Plumlee. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam? You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
James misses.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And that one's good.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
McCollum, no good. The Cavaliers trailed by 6. Wasted no time on that one. Rubin's got 5 now.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Leonard with a screen on Irving. Lillard attacking. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Plumlee with the steal. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
Well, the numbers since the All-Star break, and here's how Portland ranks league-wide. First in three-point field goal percentage. Third in scoring. And they're in the top third in the league in blocks. They're a team that really doesn't give many good looks.
And you look at their incredible three-point percentage. I mean, it's not just about their accuracy, but their execution using screens. And creating those open looks, that's been key.
And Love has it in the corner. Smith for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Shumpert comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
You know, guys, I would call that methodical but explosive. You know, he waits for the opportunity and then, boom, right to the rack.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Fry's checked in. Lillard misses.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on it.
Thompson passes to LeBron. Right block shot. Clock at 4. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Trailblazers leading by 4. Lillard with it. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. And that's not going to go. And so the first quarter is in the books. Trailblazers lead by 4. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland. Henderson out there with Aminu. Then it's Allen Crabb. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Davis at the center, locking down the middle.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Davis sets a screen. McCollum, no good.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And Fry kicks to Smith. Pass to Shumpert. Smith dishes to Shumpert. Out to Smith. Lets the three fly. The shot is off. And it's Portland the other way. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. And that will conclude a long 7-game road trip for the team. Here's Dellavedova. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. The dish to Aminu. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Love comes in for Channing Frye. Jefferson's checked in for Shumpert. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Inside. In the corner, Henderson with it. A baseline J. And he gets the jumper to drop.
Nice bucket there. I mean, they are playing really, really smart basketball.
IQ basketball, smartphone basketball, whatever you want to call it. Even though the lead's not that large, they're still in charge right now.
Here's McCollum. Following the basket by Kevin Love. For the 3. No good. Some solid defense there from Irving.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
James checked in for Cleveland. Vonleh's checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for McCollum.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Mozgov kicks to Love. Irving against Lillard. Irving attacking. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him. No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
For Portland, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. It's LeBron with the drive. Pass to Mozgov. Good, and the assist goes to James. Mozgov's got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
Almost automatic when he can get the basketball that close to the basket.
Well, defense has to be played earlier in that situation. You've got to fight to not allow him to get that position in the first place.
Outside Jefferson. James outside. Fires the 3. And he gets it to go. James has got 9.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
And here's Cleveland. They're on an 11-1 run. Irving kicks to Love. A three-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
To the inside. And the dunk by Vonleh.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And
Come on, man. You know, let our foot off the gas pedal a bit in a second. But it's all good. I'm shooting better field goals than him. His threes where he caught up. He's out reading about him on 3. He has more turnovers too.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's James in at the 3-slot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And that one's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
He's off on the second. Cleveland leading by 4. Love outside. Back to James. From deep three-point range. It fails to fall. Now shooting just a little better than 50%. 5 for 9. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Trains the three-pointer. Lillard's got 6.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Tristan Thompson.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have. That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
For the Cavaliers, Iman Shumpert's checked in for James, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Davis is checked in for Portland. Crabbe comes in for Damian Lillard. There's the pick. Vicious to Leonard for the tie. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Smith. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. The Cavaliers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Onlay's checked in.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Offensive rebound. Here's Dellavedova. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Goes back up. Good as the jump shot falls.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And here's Aminu. He's got 6. And here's McCollum for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. A little bit over the pass to Shumpert. Here's Love. And it's Portland with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Aminu misses.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
They set the pick. To the paint. Here's Vonleh. The shot misses. Great D that time from Love.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
For the Cavaliers, Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Jefferson in for J.R. Smith. Here's Shumpert. The shot will not go. And it's Portland the other way. McCollum dishes to Craig. And too long on the shot.
Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Another shot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Lillard outside. Looking to end the run. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The Trailblazers have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games.
The third quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers lead by 6. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Damian Lillard out there with Henderson. Then it's Plumlee. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's Leonard in the 4 slot. The drive by LeBron. That's good.
Unbelievable. This guy is completely in a zone.
And he knows it. You can see it. Body language, the confidence. Real swagger out there for him.
Mozgov with the block.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Their defense has been... Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. It was clear what message he was trying to get across. He said, this lead isn't big enough that we're safe. Not by a long shot. I don't want us sitting back and milking the clock. Play to win. Show some aggression. Guys?
Thank you, Doris.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Lillard against Irving. And Lillard kicks to Plumlee. There's the feed to Leonard. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Now Cleveland moving it up. Braun with the ball. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And Damian Lillard pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 11. And it's sent back by Irving.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Leonard sets a screen for Lillard. Feeds it to Plumlee. And stolen by Love.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end. But he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here. You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him. Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Execute it to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the donkey. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs. And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Kicks it to LeBron. And the layup's good off the glass. James has got 22 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Irving. Thompson passes to Irving. James outside. Smith dishes to Love. And Thompson kicks to Love. No luck.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Guys, it's been their weakness to this point in the game, but they're still alive.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
LeBron outside. Shot clock at 6. Tries it from 19. No luck. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's Aminu. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Osgood's checked in.
Well, the comeback hopes are out the window now. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, it's a done deal. It's wrap time for this group.
Irving attacking. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
Lillard from outside. Portland again missing. Here's Irving. Now that's how to finish finish the break. Threw down with force.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown. Finishing strong.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
Thank you for joining us.